What's going on, guys? We're gonna be going for a little drive in the Tesla today. This is my first video in the Tesla 2022 Model 3 long range. I just got the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I just got it mounted to my back windshield with a suction cup mount. I custom made for like picking up glass or moving glass or whatnot. So I figured, why not try to mount it to my back windshield. And I drilled a hole through it, which allowed me to put a 1/4-inch bolt through it, or should I say it's about a 2-inch bolt with 1/4-inch threads to be more specific. I just drilled the hole through the handle just to make sure that it was mounted to a clean surface. It seems like it's mounted on there pretty solid. I do have a camera 1/4-inch mount, like a little swivel mount that you would use for like a monitor or some other camera accessories. I use that connected to the 2-inch bolt with 1/4-inch thread, so I can kind of swivel the camera or tilt the camera forward and back if I need to, just to kind of get that right angle. I just connected a wireless microphone, which I currently have right here onto my shirt, the wireless mic. This is the Full Aim F1000 Pro. It comes with 2 wireless microphones and 1 receiver. So the 1 microphone I have mounted right here onto my sweater, and I'm using the internal mic. I'm not using the lavalier mic. I'm just going to make a right hand turn here, and I have the receiver mounted onto my small rig cage for the iPhone. So I have a small rig cage. It's a brand new cage for the brand new iPhone. The receiver, the wireless microphone receiver, it plugs into USB-C to the receiver, and it plugs into the Lightning connection right into my iPhone 14 Pro Max. And the cable actually does come with this wireless microphone kit. I just wanted to do a quick little test to see how it turns out, see how bumpy the footage is and how the audio sounds. I've tested out this microphone before, but just wanted to kind of see if I get any interference and how the audio levels sound. I usually use this microphone kit with my camera, and today I figured, why not go ahead and plug it into my iPhone and see how the audio turns out, and just in general see how this footage comes out. So I'm filming in 4K, 24 frames per second. I just wanted to go for a drive today, just again to test out this equipment, test out the setup, and also kind of briefly just talk to you guys about the Tesla Model 3 long range 2022, which I picked up back in September 1st, 2022. I ordered it in about May 2022, and it took a few months for it to arrive and be ready for me to pick up, which was September 1st. And believe it or not, let me just briefly take a look here onto my screen. I have 25,478 kilometers, which it shows right here onto my screen of the Model 3. So I've put on quite a bit of kilometers as I drive to the city basically every Monday to Friday, and on the weekend sometimes here and there. Me and the wifey might go down to Buffalo, go for a nice little drive, do some little shopping, and just spend some time together. But we just actually got some snow. All of the snow, we got it last night. I can hear it kind of crunching on my tires over here, because this area on the roads is kind of icy and slushy. It's actually more ice than I would say slush. And talking about the road condition, I actually recently picked up winter tires. They're Nokian winter tires, the R5s, the Haka R5s. These were recommended from a fellow Tesla owner on the Tesla Facebook group. Made a nice connection with him, very friendly, very informative, and he recommended me these tires, and I did some research, and the tires do have a good rating. They are actually brand new model tires. The previous version of these tires are the Nokian Haka R3s. The ones I have now are the R5s. So I just swapped out my Tesla 19-inch rims, my stock Tesla 19-inch rims, and the stock rubbers, and I bought these winter tires with winter rims, aluminum black rims, and I'm actually very happy with the look of the rims. I'm impressed with the traction of the tires of these R5s. I've put approximately 250 kilometers each day, Monday to Friday. So one way for me to get to work is about 125 kilometers. So to work and back just one day is 250 kilometers, and then majority of it, I'm gonna say 95% of it, is all highway kilometers. So I figured I just wanted to share with you guys overall my experience. I did actually wrap my Tesla hood in black. It's a satin black wrap. I also did wrap the A-pillars here on the side just above the windows. I also wrapped those in black. The car is white, but I wrapped the hood in black, and I wrapped the pillars in black, and I also got PPF installed on top of the black wrap of the hood and the pillars, my front bumper, the side view mirrors, and also the headlights. So I just kind of wanted to share with you my experience, because I got it wrapped pretty much the second week that I purchased the vehicle, because I'm going to say I wanted to get it done, period. I wanted to wrap the car. I didn't really necessarily want to get it PPF the front end, but after owning the car for a few days and just driving on the highway and it being a white paint job from Tesla, I was getting stone chips. I was getting little marks on my paint, especially on the front end. So I figured, you know what? I think it would be a good idea to get the wrap, because I want it for the look, and I went ahead and I paid the extra money to get the PPF installed as well. So I think it's been doing a good job. It's protecting the paint. It looks good. You can barely see the PPF. It doesn't bother me. No issues with cleaning or anything like that. So overall, I've been pretty impressed with the PPF and the black wrap, and it gives it a nice look to the car. So I've been happy, because that's basically how I visioned it. I was debating when I was ordering my Tesla to go with either the black color, because I believe when I was ordering it then, the black color paint job was like free, or should I say included. The white one, if I remember correctly, no, sorry, it's the other way around. The white was free, and the black you had to pay for, maybe like $1,300 or $1,600. And talking about payments and whatnot, I heard the Tesla prices have come down, at least from what I've read in the Tesla Facebook groups that I'm in. But I was really going to order a black Tesla Model 3, and I'm pretty much fixed. I was going to get black. I'm getting black. And then I decided, well, you know what? I really want to get the black hood, and it would only look nice if I get the black hood if the car was white. So I really had that vision, and I was debating for about a week or so. Do I get a black? Do I get a white car? So at the end of the day, as you could tell, I got a white paint job, and I did the hood black. And that's basically how I envisioned it. So I did exactly what I wanted to do. Can I get a medium double, please?
Medium double?
Yes.
Thank you.
No, that's everything.
Thank you, Shaka.
Thank you. Do you guys want anything? I'm just grabbing a coffee. Do you guys want anything? Let me know. I'll order for you. So yeah, white paint. I got the black interior. There was no way I was going to go with the white interior. My wife even knows me well enough not to get the white interior. So I got the black leather interior, the standard wood grain dash. Overall, the interface is pretty easy to use. Just talking about the interface, it kind of reminds me of my experience when I went to go pick up my Tesla There was a few minor issues that I would say with the paint that I noticed. One I recall with the headlight. The headlight was kind of rubbing close to the, was it the hood or the bumper? Basically the headlight was kind of just slightly touching it, and I noticed that I guess the vibration, that the headlight was kind of peeling off the paint in that area. It was a very small area, but it did catch my eye. There was another spot like that onto the passenger side quarter panel bumper area. It looked like there was a little nick of paint right in between the seam of the quarter panel and the bumper. Again, I told them right there on the spot. They brought it inside. They just briefly touched it up and it looked better. I did went down on my hands and knees and looked underneath the vehicle to make sure there was no scrapes. I did look at all the panels to make sure that they were all lined up. I looked at the interior. I did notice a mark on the back leather here, the back seats. There was a little mark, and I mentioned to them, and they cleaned it off with this little can of product or whatnot, so that wasn't an issue. So overall, my experience with picking up the Tesla was good. There wasn't really any major issues that I've noticed. Oh, there was a little weather sealing little kind of rubber gasket on my driver's side door that looked like it had like a little crease in it, which I just mentioned it to them and they were able to fix it. So overall, I've been pleased with the Tesla service. I will mention though, when the gentleman hopped in my car and was showing me how to use the car for the first time, he did seem like a little bit rushed as he had other customers to help, and he didn't really explain everything. I guess there's too much to explain. It was kind of overwhelming a little bit. Thank you. So the reason why I say that is because he was showing me some stuff about the car. Obviously, I didn't know anything or much about the car and how to use it. I only test drove one for a few minutes. And so he was showing me, I guess they can't explain everything to you because there's a lot of information. There's lots to know. There's lots to learn about the car. But one thing that I learned after the fact when I left, I learned how to put the car in park. And I don't mean just, I guess, park. I mean put the parking brake on. So if you look right now, I'm in drive. If I go ahead and press this side button once, it's going to go ahead and put it in park. Fantastic. But I've always kind of saw these stories or videos about Teslas kind of driving off on their own with nobody in the car or whatever it is, some kind of freak accident. So I just want to make sure that this thing is parked and not going to go anywhere when I get out of the car, because there is no like key to turn off the car. From what I understand, I think this car's on like all the time. So anyways, what I'm trying to get at is how to apply the parking brake, which you just press this button for a few seconds and it's going to apply the parking brake onto the vehicle. So there you go. Makes me feel safer. I can easily get out of the car and know that my car shouldn't be going anywhere. So again, now to go ahead and drive the car, just put your foot on the brake pedal, push this little lever down. It puts me into drive and I'm ready to roll. Just press the gas. I do have some settings over here just to kind of show you pedals over here. I have the acceleration set to standard. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but standard is basically just standard, normal speed acceleration. If you want to have it more chill and slower and not so much fast acceleration, you want to set it to the chill setting, which you can just simply do right now on the fly as you're driving. So now the acceleration is not going to be as fast, which is a fantastic option when you're driving in the wintertime, because you don't want to be accelerating that fast, especially if the roads are not in the best condition. So I'm just going to switch it back to standard because that's how I usually drive. Even if the roads are not that great, I just kind of chill off a little bit. The steering mode is another mode that I played around with. We got comfort, standard, and sport. Sport just feels a little bit more stiff. I guess standard feels pretty natural and standard, and comfort feels a little bit more softer and not so much effort to kind of turn the steering wheel. As far as the next mode over here, I'm not going to go through everything, but just a few of them that come up to the top of my head. We have stopping mode. You can't change these modes right here of the stopping mode while you're driving. You actually have to put it in park. but right now I have it set to roll. So that means basically it's going to use regenerative braking, but when I'm at a stoplight and I don't have my foot on the pedal, it's going to, or I don't have my foot on the brake, the car could potentially roll forward or backwards depending on the incline or decline of the road, the slope of the road. Most of the driving I've done, I did have it on hold, which just allows you to kind of not press any brakes or don't press any of the pedals when you're at a stoplight or whatnot. You're just waiting, and the car literally holds, puts the brakes on while you're just sitting there, which is a good feature because I don't know. I guess it's just if you're on an incline or decline, it's not going to roll forward or backwards. It's literally just going to hold it there, and it does do a good job at that. The other main reason why I did use hold is because if I remember correctly, it does say as you select one of these options, it gives you some little notes over here. It does say that the hold option gives you possibly, I think, the most regenerative braking even at lower speeds, which will therefore, I guess, preserve my battery life of the Tesla. Talking about battery life, it is -6 outside. I'm at 72%. I'm just kind of cruising around these streets here. I'm not even really too familiar with all of this little neighborhood here, but it's not too far from home. So I'm just kind of cruising around and just talking to you guys and just, I don't know, telling you guys what I think and my experiences about the Tesla. I kind of wanted to go into a parking lot and to just, I don't know, do some little donuts or do some little control tests, some braking tests, and just kind of see overall how the car feels and reacts. I've done it before, but I thought maybe it would be kind of cool for the video. You know, it does take a little while getting used to. I'm just going to accelerate a little bit to this light. I believe the traction for accelerating is pretty good because it's four-wheel drive, but I will mention when you are trying to brake, sometimes it you know, it could skid or slide a little bit, so you definitely want to be careful when you are trying to brake. Okay, I would say even more specifically when you're turning or whatnot. So just be careful when you're driving these bad boys in the winter time, even if you do have winter tires. Hopefully this footage has been long enough for me to kind of just observe it and look at it and preview and see how everything sounds and looks and whatnot. But overall, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys do have any questions, any comments, any concerns. If you guys have a Tesla, let me know how you've been liking it, any issues maybe that you've been having, or just in general, anything you want to say. If you've been thinking about getting a Tesla, which model are you thinking of getting? And just overall, any of your experiences, let me know down in the comment section. So I appreciate you guys watching. It's been a blast. I just been kind of chilling out here. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee, and I drink my coffee double. How do you guys drink your coffee? Yeah, good coffee. I'm happy with that. But yeah, that's a wrap. LEOPAZZO Productions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Peace.